Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk again about the utter state, the absolute state of animation in 2020. Mm-hmm. And this was very interesting. I had a couple people actually send this to me yesterday.
Okay.
But I didn't jump on it right away because I don't watch this show. But what's interesting is that CBS All Access is going to take one of its live action shows and turn it into an animated show.
Why?
Because right now, a lot of these shows can't film because of COVID restrictions.
No, I get that, but I'm just like, okay, here's the thing. What makes you think that the audience for your show when it's live action are going to transfer over to the audience for your show when it's animated?
These executives don't think, especially the executives at CBS. We'll talk about that. This is the same CBS All Access that gives us gems like Star Trek Lower Decks, which has been widely panned as one of the worst Star Trek things ever conceived. And now they're going to do the same thing to this other show.
Why? And I mean, the good news is if you work in animation, there might be more jobs for you. I guess that's the positive here. But they're just really pushing animation. But the problem we're seeing is a lot of these places are pushing animation, but it's shitty animation.
Yeah.
And it's shitty storylines, and it looks like crap, and people don't want it because it's cheap and fast. I mean, and cheap is relative. Mm-hmm. But it looks like shit.
Yeah, we did a video yesterday talking about all of the new slate of adult animation that's being produced by like Sci-Fi and Adult Swim, and basically now everybody in Hollywood's like, yeah, animation, that's the ticket. We don't know anything about it, but we're just gonna start making cartoons, and they look god-awful. Mm-hmm. A lot of the shows have been greenlit, but this takes the taco.
This one does.
This takes Brie Larson's taco. CBS All Access is no activity switches from live action to animation for the 4th season. So how is that? Yeah, with the audience, like you're watching the show and then all of a sudden it just becomes a cartoon.
Right. And some things, and I'm not familiar with the show, but it's a comedy, so I guess it translates better. But like, some of these shows would not translate well to cartoons.
No. The only thing I can think of is Community would do these spoofs.
I was thinking that too. I was thinking of Community. Oh my God, that's what I was thinking.
But that was a once in a while thing. They did the G.I. Joe spoof, which was freaking amazing.
It was glorious.
But that was a once in a while thing that they did. It wasn't, they didn't just turn the show into a cartoon. This is so freaking stupid. This is like, is it gonna go like Happy Days, where they had the Happy Days cartoon on Saturday morning, but then they added like a space dog and a time traveler
I have no idea.
and all this other weird crap. Anyway, it's coming from Cartoon Brew. Not going to link to it because YouTube zonked us for linking the Cartoon Brew before. I don't know why. Animation, as they keep saying, is having a moment. Unions are encouraging writers to pivot to the industry from live action. That is going to be a problem.
Well, that is a problem too, because a lot of people who are animation writers are getting pissed because they're not done the same way. I don't care what they say. No. It's not the same thing. And they're basically coming in. These people have been looking for these jobs forever, and now these new people are coming in because, quick, hurry, go write animation, even though it's not the same damn thing, and you have to kind of know what can be produced to write for it.
So live action shows are turning to animation to complete episodes, and now remarkably an entire series has converted from live action to animation.
No. Bad idea.
Nope. No Activity, the formerly live action comedy about hapless detectives, will return for its 4th season as an animated show. The leads, Patrick Bramall and Tim Meadows. Tim Meadows is actually okay.
I like Tim Meadows too.
Will return to voice their characters on the CBS All Access series. Bramall and Trent O'Donnell, who both developed and executive produced the show, said, "We couldn't be more excited for the opportunities animation will open up for the No Activity
when they're
universe."
saying it, opportunities animation will open up means they're going to do some crazy shit.
Oh my God.
That's what that means, guys. That's what that means.
We love drawing and have always wanted to express ourselves creatively in that medium. Then the network saw our drawings and said they would be more comfortable hiring an actual animation people. Our feelings were hurt, but we're still excited. Oh my God. They think it's easy. This is what blows my mind.
They do.
They think these executives, they're like, cartoons are cheap. It doesn't take much to do a cartoon. My niece does cartoons on her iPad all the time.
Right. And, that's how we get the Adult Swim and Sci-Fi Channel shows we're getting, because it looked like his niece did it on her iPad.
Oh, sweet Jesus on toast. Okay, the animation is being done at Flight School Studios, Dallas, Texas-based studio that was born from the merger of Moonbot Studios and RealFX's VR AR team. No Activity is produced at CBS Studios with Funny or Die. Oh, God. Jungle Entertainment and Gary Sanchez. Live action shoots were canceled early in the pandemic. Several live action series incorporated animation as a means to complete an episode or a special, including Blackish, One Day at a Time, and The Blacklist. The no activity producer's decision represents the logical extension of that trend. No, it doesn't. It's not logical.
No, it's not.
It's dumb. Animation production, of course, has continued since March with relatively low risk and few difficulties. The shift in medium raises some interesting questions. Will the tone or narrative change significantly? What did the producers mean by the opportunities animation will open up?
That's what I'm saying.
We're curious to see how the writer's room changes. After all, successful writing for animation and live action are different skills.
Thank you, Cartoon Brew. Exactly.
Thank you. It's almost like they know what they're talking about.
See, I didn't even read this article, and the exact things I pointed out that were questionable, Cartoon Brew, that's what they do, point out the exact same things. But what the hell do I know?
What do we know? We don't know anything. The show's transition also reflects priorities at Viacom CBS, which is ramping up its adult animation programming.
Who is it at this point?
Yeah, they actually canceled the Ren and Stimpy reboot. Thank God. CBS All Access, which is due to be relaunched next year's Paramount Plus, has recently welcomed new animated series like Tuning Out the News. Oh, Tuning Out the News. Okay, I wish I could. And Star Trek Lower Decks.
Oh, you're calling it Lower Decks instead of Lower Decks?
People don't
Everybody hates it.
They hate this. They hate it. It's basically a parody of Star Trek.
Yeah, I mean, the flippin', critics and the viewers hate it.
Yeah, it is a thing, right? While the conglomerate's new adult animation unit is at work on reboots of classic shows like Beavis and Butthead and Clone High, we don't need. We don't need.
So this is the beginning. What else is going to be? What else is going to be made into cartoons now? What else are they going to take and change? Let's start thinking. What shows? I'm hoping, because it would kind of defeat the purpose. They don't do like Paranormal Caught on Camera, the animated series, or like any of these ghost shows, like Ghost Nation animated.
Oh my God!
I think I see a ghost.
But it'd be like real Ghostbusters, where they can't make them look exactly like the actors, so they would have like.
I don't know, but I'm just saying they would. Could you imagine like these UFO or alien shows? We watch a lot of those, by the way, all being turned into these animated versions. Here's a reenactment of what happened in animation.
They kind of did this in the 80s, right? Just go back, because I was joking about the Happy Days, the god-awful Happy Days cartoon.
I don't even remember that, by the way.
That was a thing. They were time travelers. They had Wolfman Jack did the intro, and they were on a UFO, and they had a space dog, if I remember. It's been a while since.
What the hell? I've never even seen this.
They also had a Punky Brewster cartoon.
No, that I think I vaguely remember.
They had a Mr. T cartoon.
I do remember Mr. T because it was gymnastics and gymnasts.
Yes, Mr. T with a bunch of gymnasts.
And I was a gymnast, so I was like, I used to watch it as a kid because I did gymnastics. But
yeah, so they kind of did this where they took sitcoms and they turned them into god awful Saturday morning cartoons.
What else can we rate from the 80s? I know.
What else can we rape from?
Yeah, pretty much at this point. I know.
Oh, I thought you knew. I thought you were gonna. No. Saved by the Bell's coming back to Peacock.
Well, yes, but they're not making it animated yet. I'm just saying, what other ideas can we steal? Oh, I know. Let's go steal the idea of taking sitcoms and turning them into animated series.
Oh God, yeah. I just are they got breakfast cereal too? Because Mr. T had cereal.
Oh, I don't know. They should bring that back.
I don't know if Happy Days had cereal. I don't think.
I don't really know. Okay. Baby Yoda has cereal now.
He does. Baby Yoda has cereal. So we need more.
So does Elf on the Shelf. There was Elf on the Shelf cereal at Walmart today.
They have little cookie bites with them too.
But I'm just like, I'm trying to think like what other shows are out today? What shows would they try to make animated?
Everything's reality TV, isn't it?
Well, not everything. Okay, here we go. They can just do Batwoman, and they could have made Batwoman if they wanted. They just did the animated show.
They could. So if Ruby Rose quit, you just hire somebody else to voice Batwoman
and just animate it. I mean, why didn't they do that?
Oh my God. So this is, a lot of people, when this happened, people were like, oh, there we go. We're going to continue the Arrowverse in animation. People were like, oh, this is going to be great for animation. But as we're seeing, the animation that they're crapping out is not great.
No. Well, that's actually high quality compared to some of the stuff you're seeing with the sci-fi and Adult Swim.
Sci-fi and Adult Swim are putting out very, very cheap animation. And I'm wondering if these networks are going to be like, oh, we can just cheap out. We can just, it's cheaper to just, bring in some animators, voice actors, whatever, and throw this shit together than it is to, pay these people this exorbitant fee. And they probably pay them less to do a voice than you do to have
Probably.
face
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to think of things like they're going to turn Days of Our Lives into an animated series, or
it should be an anime series.
But, it basically are like, K-dramas and stuff. But I'm like, they probably have, like, I'm trying to think, what are some shows they could turn to animation that would be...
Still Stranger Things? I don't know. They could do,
That they probably would do. That sounds like something they would do.
Yeah, but you could take shows where the kids age, and you could like, turn them into a live action.
I don't even watch much TV, I don't even know.
Cartoon. What am I talking about? They're doing cartoons in the live action movies. Bad idea. Now we're taking live action shows, we're turning them into cartoons. Mm-hmm. And they're going to be shitty cartoons.
Probably.
They're not even good cartoons.
Because they're more expensive. A cartoon is going to be more expensive to produce than a television show. You don't have the limitations like where people have to be there as much. However, it costs more. So to keep the cost down, we're going to probably get...
Flash.
Yeah, probably. It's going to look like this stuff. I can't. It's just going to be
like Flash, Toon Boom, Adult Swim looking, I guess if it's funny, but I mean, yeah, again, I don't know how the audience, if this show even has an audience, it's on CBS.
Hey, the Community, the thing you showed with Community, it was better animated than the stuff we're seeing. It was actually well done. It was. It was flipping awesome.
They got it right. They got the look right. It was hilarious, and I love the Cobra Commander Destro tension going on there.
That's funny.
Because I do think Cobra Commander had a thing for Destro, but Destro had a thing for Baroness.
I have no comment. So
I ship them.
You ship them? Okay, you ship them hard. You better get your ship, because if you don't, then there's going to be needles and cookies, and you're going to go whine on Twitter.
I could just picture the bumping of the masks. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyway, I think we're going to wrap this up.
But they're COVID compliant.
They are COVID. They're Cobra compliant. Cobra compliant.
All right.
Actually, no, nobody wants to ship Cobra Commander. You know what it looks like under that? For those of you watching who didn't watch G.I. Joe the movie, Cobra Commander actually has a whole bunch of eyeballs all over his face because he was mutated by spores from a race of snake people that lived in the Himalayas.
But he can always see you coming.
He can. Oh my God.
So, anyway.
From all angles.
There you go.
I'm going to wrap it up.
Please do.
Talk to you later.
Bye.